In the book, Napoleon Hill is interviewing the devil. Now, I don't know what he used, or, he might have got him a little bit of the Lord's lettuce, or, did some ayahuasca. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. So in an effort to do what I said I was going to do and start picking up my camera, and recording more, I'm picking up my camera and I'm recording. So I wanted to tell y'all about this book that I read. It's called Outwitting the Devil. It is an amazing, amazing book. Y'all, when I say y'all need to read it, you definitely should read it. But in the book, my biggest takeaway from it was the devil uses the fear of criticism to hold people back. And while I was sitting here just thinking about that, it was like that was my main reason for not picking up the camera and not recording and not doing content and all of that. It was really the fear of criticism, the main reason. It's a whole lot of them, but that was the biggest one. So my goal for this channel is to get to 100 videos. I'm not going to worry about view count. I'm not going to worry about the length of the videos. I'm not going to worry about comments. Well, I'm gonna respond to comments and stuff like that, but I am working on engaging on social media better. But that is my goal for this channel. So I'm just going to do whenever I feel like it. Whenever I feel like I want to say something, or you know what I'm saying, I want to record, I'm going to just pick up the camera and record. I got my little fancy light. If you saw my TikTok compilation video, you saw where I picked up that light, where they was in Walmart just stealing all of them, which is crazy. But I'm holding the camera with my hand. I got my light on, and I put that light up there because I bought it. So I'm gonna use it. But I just did not feel like putting on, no makeup. I didn't feel like putting on a wig. I didn't feel like doing any of that. And I wanted to tell y'all about this book. I'm gonna pop the book up on the screen somewhere. But 9 times out of 10, this video making it to 100,000 views probably won't happen anyway. So it was like, girl, just pick up the phone and record. I'm tired of recording on my phone too. But back to the book. So in the book, Napoleon Hill is interviewing the devil. Now, I don't know what he used, or, he might have got him a little bit of the Lord's lettuce, or, did some ayahuasca or whatever. I don't know. I'm not that far into my spiritual journey, but somehow, some way, he was able to interview the devil. And whether you believe in the devil, whatever you believe, it is a good book to read. It does have some great insights on a lot of the things that people struggle with. I think they said he did the interview back in like 1930. It was early 1900s. So yeah, it was the early 1900s when he did the interview. And I don't think that he released the book for a while. I don't even think the book was released while he was still alive. I think his family ended up finding the transcript and they released it, which is so ironic because he didn't release it because of the fear of criticism, which is that's crazy. And I noticed while I was watching the last clip back, I don't even have my mic on. So now I'm a little tad bit irritated, but I am going to record anyway because I've already started recording without the mic. So it's like, why put the mic on? But I could still put the mic on. You see how your mind can just play tricks on you. So in the book, the devil pretty much was saying that that's where he resides. He resides in people's minds. He doesn't have a physical form or a physical body. The 2 horns and the tail and the pitchfork and all of that is just something that we have come up with as humans, and that's just not the case. He literally said he resides in people's minds. And so that is the purpose of me just recording this video. I wanted to let people know how amazing this book is and encourage people to read it, and just to preach, just to practice what I preach. Like, I can't be on here preaching about just doing the content. I really, I'm not gonna say I hate when people say that, just do the content, just post it, just record, just post it, just record. It's a lot of stuff that people have to get through. A lot of things that go on in people's minds that they have to be able to overcome in order to do that. So it is a lot. It's a lot. It is. That's the truth of the matter. But yeah, so I am going to go ahead on and pop that book up there. I might put a link to I watched the audio version. Let me say I listened to the audio version, but it's a video here on YouTube, so you don't have to go out and buy it. You don't have to download it anywhere. I'm not sure if, with copyright and all of that, if it's a full, like the actual reading of the actual words in the book. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna look that up because I love to read. I love to read out loud. When I was a child, I think I was like in the 7th grade, my teacher made me read out loud in my science class. And I was a mischievous child, right? So at the end of that class, she was like, I'm going to call your mom. And I didn't, they always was saying stuff like that to me. I didn't even know what I did. It was a lot of times where, adults would do that. Like, I'm going to tell your mama, or I'm going to call your mom. They would always, be like, I'm going to call your mom, or something like that. And I wouldn't even know what I did. And so by the time I hit 7th grade, when people would say it, I didn't even care. Like, it was just like, oh, I done something now. She's going to tell my mama. My mama's going to be all mad and she going to go off or whatever. Same old, same old. But I was so shocked when my mom came to pick me up and she requested like a little mini conference or whatever. She was just telling her, I need to talk to you about your daughter. And when we got in the classroom, she was like, I had her read out loud and she did such a great job. Like, I loved the way she read out loud. Y'all, talk about somebody shocked. Like, I just knew I was finna be in trouble, honey. I just knew I was finna get a good ass whooping and I was gonna be on punishment for like 2 or 3 weeks. And I didn't even know what it for. It was like, I might as well just wait for, her to tell my mama whatever I did. And I'll just, whatever, same old. But that wasn't the case. She wanted to actually tell her something good. And so I was watching one of these YouTube motivation videos and they pretty much was like, record something that you like to do. Record that and post that. And so that's what I like to do. I like to read, and I've always liked to read out loud ever since she said that. Like, I like to read out loud before the end, but when she said that, it made me like it even more. So I might look up a video and see what's the copyright rules around that. Y'all know YouTube do not play when it comes to that copyright. I literally uploaded a short and got not a strike. It was not a copyright strike. I rebuked that in the name of Jesus, honey. But it was something with copyright and I had to mute a part of the video or whatever. So I might look that up and I might do some out loud reading videos or whatever. That's pretty much what my Archangel series on my shorts is. Make sure y'all check that out if you are interested in learning about the Archangels. I'm doing an Archangel series on my shorts, so that way we can get to know them or about them, because I feel like it's the same thing. They reside in your mind as well, or maybe all around you. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not that far on my spiritual journey. But I'm getting there. I'm doing the work. Everybody on the spiritual journey don't be doing the work, honey. But yes, I'm gonna link the audio video to that book down below. Go check it out. And if you are in a place where you are wanting to create content, you are wanting to build a platform or, build up an audience, even if you don't want to do that, I would definitely say still record, still post it. You can put the videos on private. I know everybody that watches this video or whoever comes across it probably won't be African American. I ain't never even been to Africa, so I don't know how I could be African American or whatever. But when I was looking up my family's lineage and trying to get deeper into my family history, all those sites, the little family lineage sites or whatever, like Heritage, I think that's one of them, they don't have much for us, as sad as that is. So I would say, you know, us as a people, we have to, even, it don't matter what race you are. If you want your lineage further on down the line, your great grandkids, your great great grandkids to know about you, know what you went through, you want to be able to teach them things and give them lessons and help them get through life, there is no better way to do it than YouTube. Like, well, recording videos. I ain't gonna say YouTube, but recording videos, and wherever you put the videos, wherever you host them or whatever, you can host them here on YouTube and just put the videos on private and make sure you have, you know, your password somewhere where they can easily get to it. But just record, y'all. Don't let Mr. Lucifer get you with the fear of criticism. Fuck him. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Oh, if you're new here, my name is Brooke. My name is Brooke Ebony, but I tell everybody to just call me Brooke. And yeah, subscribe, like, put on your notifications, comment down below, do all of the things, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.